What's up, super crew? It's me, Superjjoe, back with you again, and today we are doing a different kind of video. I decided to really actually dive into some more r/ content, and today we are doing r/ entitled Karens. Now, I decided to do this because I think I did do a Karen video a long time ago, and today I have a single story. I just wanted to test the waters to see if y'all liked this type of content and, you know, hit all the buttons, and you know what I'm saying? Let's get straight into this, you know what I'm saying? But today we have a story on the entitled Karens Reddit, and it is titled Having to Deal with a Mild Entitled Karen. So it starts off with, I'm a babysitter for my best friend's 2 children, and today I was watching them. My best friend was at work and her husband stayed home to rest. He is a veteran that went to more basic training the past week and returned home. So okay, we get that she's a babysitter, you know what I'm saying, and she is babysitting best friend's 2 children and was watching them that day. I told the husband, though he was half asleep, that I was going to take out the trash for them, and he said okay and went back to sleep, and the children were still sleeping. It was 8 a.m. by the way. Okay, so 8 a.m. in the morning, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess I'm assuming this is summertime because kids would probably be at school at 8 a.m. by this time. I walked out the apartment building with the trash, and once I heard return to the door, it was locked. It didn't occur to me that to bring keys or my phone just in case, because for a while the apartment building would leave the lobby door open 24/7, and this time they locked it. It was left open for a few months, so I was used to not having to worry about taking the keys and such with me. Okay, so she, you know, simple, locked out the door, you know what I'm saying?
I forgot the key, so, you know, just outside the door.
I'm assuming, again, I haven't read the whole thing, but I'm gonna take my bets right here and be like, they're not gonna let her back in or something like that. It's probably gonna be something of that sort. Once I took out the trash, I didn't want to knock on people's windows because I indeed looked like a crackhead in a nightgown and my hair was super messy. And now that's interesting. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little odd. The husband is still there and she's babysitting the kids. Like, interesting. And you gonna walk out messy hair in a nightgown? I don't know. You know, I also didn't know who was awake or not, or even if they would help me. So I took some pebbles, literally little small rocks that I found, and I began to toss them up at my best friend's apartment window only, which was right next to the entrance of the building on the right side. I didn't chuck them, I didn't throw them hard, just like soft toss to try and get the husband's attention so he could wake up. I did it for about 5 minutes until a woman came out from the completely opposite side of the building, the left side, which is about 100 feet away from where I was on the right side. To get an idea, the apartment has 2 sides and it was divided down the middle, 6 apartments on either side with their own entrances and exits. Obviously, she wasn't tossing these rocks like super hard or anything, so I can't imagine it would be making a lot of noise, and she says that she was only tossing them at like the husband's window. Probably the only one that was hearing it would have been him. But again, he was half asleep, so that probably he's not even paying attention right now. He's probably slumbering right now, you know what I'm saying? I'm assuming that what's gonna happen here is that she's gonna see her tossing the rocks at the window, because if she says that she heard it, I'm about to be like, bro, are you Superman? There's no way you would have been able to hear that. This woman in a white t-shirt came from the left side of the building far away where I was. She approached me and asked in a rude tone,
"Why are you yelling and throwing rocks at my window?"
Again, this woman came from the left side of the building, having to walk about 100 feet to get to me to begin with. I was at the right side of the building next to the entrance because that's where my best friend lives. So there is no possible way I could have hit her window or anything. When she came from the left side and lived on the left side of the building, I would have presumed someone would have heard me and came from the right side, but no one did. I was not screaming. I simply yelled up the husband's name a few times and kept tossing up the pebbles to their window specifically. At this point, I felt like the woman was trying to come up with something. A lot of these Karens, bro, they just love to just cause controversy for any numerous reasons. It literally doesn't matter. We know her ass did not live on the same side. We know there's no way she could have heard her. Obviously, she lives on the left side. She probably saw her doing this and was like,
I'm gonna get her ass today.
Like, bro, I explained I am the babysitter for my best friend and her husband is asleep and he can't hear me, so he can unlock the door for me. I'm trying to get his attention and this is all I have. I don't have my phone and I don't have the key. I also explained I would not be throwing rocks up the window and doing this if I had those items, but she had an uncaring, selfish attitude because why not?
Well, my boyfriend works overnight, and I don't want him coming out and yelling, screaming about his sleep.
Are you kidding me? So this woman is talking about her boyfriend works overnight. Again, that means that he's awake. I don't understand, like, what? I apologize for somehow hitting her window and yelling up at it, even though she lived on the completely opposite side of the building, because I didn't want to deal with any drama, and she eventually let me in. She still had the nerve to complain and says, yeah, he works overnights and a lot, and he needs to sleep. He works a lot. I'm not sure why you would forget keys or a phone taking out trash. I responded that for a few months the lobby door was left open. I simply used it and didn't occur to me. It's fine, it's whatever. I'm just saying that would have been more wise, even if it was left open for so long. Like, she was so uncaring and everything about my situation and just cared about her own. Which, yeah, a lot of these Karens, bro, if it's not benefiting them in any type of way, bro, they don't give a you know what I'm saying? They don't care. Again, it makes no sense if your boyfriend, and obviously this was at nighttime. Or actually, you know what? No, she did say this was at 8 a.m. Okay, so no. I got it wrong. It was at 8 a.m. So it was in the morning. So I guess he probably would have been sleeping. Okay, like, help a bro out. Like, she wouldn't be doing this if she wasn't locked out of the apartment. You know what I'm saying? It's like she treated it like it was a chore. I just needed a simple yes, I can let you in. I also hated that she scolded me for something I didn't think was meant to be scolded with. And she also didn't have to help me either. Not only that, she tried to make it that I was disrupting her, even though that logic made no sense. And made no sense in that where she lived and where my best friend lived, but really had the nerve to scold me. F you. I was able to get back into the building even though I had to deal with a Karen doing it. Never dealing with that again. No, yeah, this is definitely a more mild Karen story, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely not as bad as, like, some of the stories that I have heard and everything. I might as well try and find another one. Next one. The poster starts off with, it just so happens that all these happened while I wasn't filming, so sadly I don't have the video. Would be funny though. And we definitely should check out some Karen videos. I know I should do that, but I'm just doing stories today because, you know what I'm saying, I want to grasp if y'all like this. At airport, 4 a.m. Everyone's tired. I forgot to take my laptop out of my bag. Karen works at airport security and starts telling us to go backwards through the security and restart. We travel frequently, so we told her off. My dad goes to redo security anyway to make her shut up, and while he's gone, Karen starts screaming at me, saying,
"This is all your fault, you shouldn't be here,"
and all this BS. My mom picks up for me, I was 12, and said she doesn't have to be rude. Karen starts freaking out and screaming. I think I saw other employees taking her out as we left. So I guess that's like the first story. TSA, they be geeking sometimes. I swear sometimes they low-key be power tripping. They be like,
move through the center now, put everything on the building.
Going on airplanes is already kind of stressful. If y'all could just be like, I know they have to be like a little strict so people can, you know, so everything can work like in order, but it's like, bro, doing flight already mad stressful. Can y'all chill out just a little, bring it down just a little? And just wants to go on this trip to Hawaii. But on the next one, he says, on the return flight from the same vacation, Karen thinks she can make the random woman next to her find a new seat so her dog can use it. Love dogs, y'all, but no. Like, your dog does not need a whole seat to his or herself, bro. No. Your dog does not need a whole seat, bro. The dog kennel is small. The dog is obviously in pain in it. Oh, in the kennel, I guess. Flight attendants tell her the flight is full, so she can't move. But Karen's excuse is that nobody on her way to the flight told her she can't carry a dog. Karen didn't want her dog's kennel under the seat in front of her, so they wanted to put it in cargo. Of course, Karen couldn't have a compromise. Eventually, she gets kicked off the flight. Now, yeah, of course on a plane, you can't carry a dog, man. Of course they're gonna make you put it in like a kennel or something, bro. Me personally, bro, I'm of the belief that if you're taking your dog out, just for a walk, you probably shouldn't have them on the leash. I know some people have their dogs really well trained, but just for other people, bro, just have your dog on a leash, bro. And all honesty, especially if you're around other people. But especially on a plane, bro, like, let's be honest. Let's be for real. Why would you think that the flight, like the flight attendants or like any of that would let you just carry a dog outside of a kennel? You know what I'm saying? On an enclosed flight. with a bunch of people around you. That's not a good, no, it's not a good idea. 3, at a mini golf place, and while we're waiting for the next group to move the next hole, this random 3-year-old grabs my friend's sister's ball and throws it in the water. The kid's mom watched it and didn't say anything. We told her off about it, and her excuse was,
he's 3, he can do what he wants.
We later saw her yelling at him for holding the club wrong. Yeah, no. Terrible parent, bro. In all honesty, bro, it's like, bro, that's your kid. Again, if I did that same when I was 3, my mom would have been on my, like, bro, in all honesty, like, some of these parents, bro, they're like, my kid can never do wrong. My kid can never do anything wrong, you know what I'm saying? They can never, like, they literally just took my ball and he launched that into a pond. Do something about it. But y'all, that was the end of the r/entitled Karens or Karens. I don't know which one I'm gonna choose here. But if y'all like this video, again, hit the like down below, sub up to the channel. We are super close to 1K again. I did, as of this recording, I did stream yesterday. I'm assuming this video is probably gonna come out like Tuesday, more than likely. So I'll probably have streamed before this video too, maybe, or I'm streaming today, maybe. I don't know yet. But again, hit up the streams and everything. Again, check out the other r/content, but please let me know if y'all like this type of content, and if this is kind of like a demo reel to see if y'all really like it. But thank y'all for tuning in, and I will catch y'all later, super crew. Peace.